Alright guys, welcome to our channel Code with Sunny, and in this video I will be talking about a medium type problem of the lead code called beautiful array. Its index is 932 and it is a medium type problem of the lead code. Okay, so one thing that is quite noticing about here is like you can see the number of dislikes is 706 and number of likes is 564. Actually, this problem is something weird. Like I have wasted about an hour to think upon this problem. Still, I haven't got any fruitful idea to solve this under the given time constraints. Like we can do the brute force technique, but you can see the n is like 1000, and like doing the brute force is not compatible with this solution. Okay, so the thing is like you have to understand some sequence of properties and some sequence of steps to solve this problem. I will explain this entire statement and also the solution in very simpler words, so I recommend you to watch this video up to the end to get your concept fully cleared related to this problem. Okay, so let's move further to understand this problem. For some fixed n, where n is an integer, and array nums is a beautiful, like we have an array and it is called a beautiful if it is a permutation of the integers from 1 to n. That is, the array contains only the integers from 1 to n, and it is basically a permutation of first n natural numbers. Now, for every two distinct indices I and j, such that I should be strictly less than j, and there does not exist at least one index k such that I should be strictly less than k, and k should be strictly less than j, and nums of k into 2 must be exactly matching with nums of I and nums of j. So if you are not understanding this statement right now, no need to worry about. I am going to explain this entire statement in a very detailed manner and in very simpler words. Okay, for now, let's move further. We will be given n and we have to return any beautiful array nums. And it is also guaranteed that one answer is going to exist. Like if n is 4, this is the suitable array. And how this is a valid array, I will also explain it about. So let's move further to understand this statement and also the entire problem with the explanation and the solution in the best possible way. So let's move further. Okay, so let's focus upon the problem statement of this question. It says that we have some AG and we have some AI, and if I will sum up these values, it must not be equal to this AK, right? We need to ensure that this should hold for every triplet I less than K less than J. Now the thing is that is noticeable over here that we can achieve this easily. If you focus upon the right hand side, that is also I have missed something like AK into 2. Okay, if you focus upon the right side of this one, you can see that the element that will have the value AK into 2 which has the parity always equal to the even. That is, if you take the number modulus 2, it will always come out to be 0. Okay, now you need to ensure that this condition always holds. Then you have to just claim it out that the left hand side must have the combination of this one, that is odd plus even number or even plus odd number. Okay, so if this is hold, you have the resulting element as the odd element, that is whose parity is odd. Now, if this is achievable, you can easily say that the left hand side is not matching with the right hand side. Since the parity is all like parity is not matching, then it is obvious that the elements does not match. Okay. Now, how we are going to achieve to the conclusion of building the beautiful array? Okay. Now consider one thing that if I will try to choose one element as odd element and other element as even element, like this is odd and this is even and this is the position I and this is the position J, then we have the resulting element as odd plus even, which is always going to be odd, right? And if I will try to choose any k between this I and j, right, if I will try to choose any k between I and j, then I have the value of this element as ak, and if we just multiply it by 2, you can easily see this is even, and we have this one as odd. Then it is always like 100% guaranteed that we are not going to fetch any valid triplet such that I less than k less than j, and this condition is going to be hold such that ai plus aj exactly matching with ak into 2. Okay, so it means that we are always going to choose any one element from the sequence of odd elements and any one element from the sequence of even elements. If you are not going to understand this right now, let's understand this in the different words. Like suppose we have some sequence of odd elements and then followed by sequence of even elements. You can also do like that, sequence of even elements followed by sequence of odd elements. It doesn't matter over here. Like according to the previous criteria, if I will choose any odd and another element is any even, then I am able to I'm able to build up the beautiful array. And how it is done, let's try to understand that. Suppose I am going to choose this one as odd and this okay, so I will choose this one as odd and this one as even. Then it is always being possible like beautiful array is formed. Now the thing is like we can merge this array, like consider it as a combination of two arrays like this one and this one. Okay, so this is array 1 and this is array 2. Like if I am trying to merge this array 1 A1 and the another array 2 as A2 such that A1 is also beautiful, let's call it as beauty, and A2 is also a beautiful array. Okay, so let me explain this in some simpler words. If A1 is a beautiful array and A2 is a beautiful array and A1 is an array of type such that every element is a odd element and A2 is of A2 is a beautiful array of type such that every element is going to be an even element, then if I will try to merge this odd element sequence of odd elements with the sequence of even elements, then I will get the array of this one. Okay, like this one. Okay, now let us claim that this array is beautiful, and if I will try to just prove that, like if I am able to find out any three index I, j and k such that this condition is going to hold, then I will have to say that this is not a beautiful array. Okay, so let us try to search for that. Okay, so if I am able to do that, then I will say that this array is not a beautiful array. Okay, and the condition is like this is a1 and this is a2, and a1 is already beautiful and a2 is already beautiful. Okay, now let's choose any two elements from this a1. Like we have to choose I, k and j. Let's try to choose first I and j. If I will choose any two elements from I and j, I need to choose any k from between these two ranges. Since a1 is already beautiful, then I am not going to find any k within this range, where I and j is going to lie entirely in this array a1. Okay, so it means that I cannot choose any two, I'm not being able to choose any two index I and j in this range. Okay, so let's try to choose in this range. Okay, let's say I'm going to choose I over here and I'm going to choose j over here. Again, if I'm going to choose any k between these two, it is always being possible, like it is always being 100% guaranteed that I'm not going to find any valid k such that this condition is going to hold. And why it is being done? Because A2 is already a beautiful array. I'm not going to be able to find any valid k between these I and j. Okay, now there comes another thing, and the thing is like choose one element from this one and another element from this one. That is this one and this one. Like if I will choose an odd element plus an even element, then we are always going to get an odd element as I've already said, and I will try to find any other element ak such that this condition must hold. Okay, so you can easily see according to the previous proof that left hand side will always be a odd element and right hand side will always be an even element. It doesn't matter whatever the element ak I will choose between these indexes I and j, we are always going to get the this condition will not be satisfied. Okay, so it means that we have tried all the possible combinations of I and j, and still we haven't find out the valid triplet I less than k less than j such that this condition will hold. It means that an array of this type will always be beautiful array such that it is a combination of two arrays where the first one is also beautiful and second one is also beautiful, and the first array will always contain all the elements of same parity, and second array will always contain all the elements of same parity, and the parity of any element from the first array is not going to match with the parity of any element from the second array. Okay, that is A1 is beautiful and A2 is beautiful, and A1 consists of sequence of same parity elements, and A2 is also containing sequence of same parity elements. Now the thing is how to like build up such beautiful arrays with the help of these concepts. Okay, let's try to understand that. Okay, so my approach is like we have to build an beautiful array of size n. Okay, so let's start with the base element. Like we have the only one element. Like we have the array of size 1 where the only element is 1. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to iterate it out till we haven't get an array of size n. Okay, and at every iteration we are going to just push up first the odd elements, and then we are going to push up the even elements. Okay, so we have this element of this array, and what I'm going to do is first iterate in first iterate for every element in my current array. This is my current array. Okay, iterate for every element in my current array and find it out. If I will find out the odd element, so my odd element would be like I into 2 minus 1, and my even element must be I into 2, right? And let me write down I belongs to, okay, so I belongs to for every element in my okay, so let me write down I belongs to 0 to current dot size minus 1. Okay, so I belongs to this range, and for every I we are going to find out this is not, I think yeah, so I should have to write down, this is not I, let's say I'm going to make it as K. Okay, so don't get confused, this is another key where K is current of I, okay. So what I'm going to do, iterate for every element in my current array and find out these two values, like current of I into 2 minus 1 and current of I into 2. And if this if this odd is going to be like less than equal to n, I will say that we have found an odd element. Okay, then I will push up this odd element into my into my vector, like into my temporary vector first. Note that I am going to just push up all the odd elements first, like O. Then if you are done with that, then I will just push up this even element by generating this one. Like if k into 2 is going to be like less than equal to n, then this is an even element. Then I'm going to push up all the even elements. Okay. Note that note that I'm generating another beautiful array from the like already found beautiful arrays. Then it is always going to be beautiful, right? Note that this is a beautiful array, and I'm generating this beautiful array. Okay, so not this one. I'm generating this beautiful array from a sequence of already found beautiful arrays by appending first odd elements, then I'm appending then even elements. Okay, so let's take a example like we have this one, and let's iterate over this like current array. So okay, so let's say I'm going to build up for n equal to 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is like iterate over this one and find out the odd as current of I into 2 and even as current of I, sorry, odd as current of I into 2 minus 1 and even as current of I into 2, and which should be less than equal to n. You can see the element is 1, 1 into 2 minus 1, it should be like 1, and even as 1 into 2 only. You can see the two both are less than equal to 5. So what I'm going to do, first push up the odd elements, then push up the even elements. So you can see that I have the answer as, so let me also erase it down. So my current array would become, okay, so let me erase this one. So my current array would become, I will first push up the odd elements, then push up the even elements. Okay, you can see that we have found this as 1 and this as 2, and which is less than equal to n. Okay, so this is my current array. So in the next step, what I am going to do is again iterate for all the elements in this current array and find out odd elements formed from these elements. Okay, so what are the odd elements that we are going to form? So the odd elements that we are going to form is like from 1, you are going to get 1 into 2 minus 1, which is 1, and from 2 you are going to get 2 into 2, which is 4, minus 1, you are going to get 3. And for even case, you are going to get 1 into 2 as 2 and 2 into 2 as 4. What you are going to do is like you are going to first push up all the odd elements, which are 1 and 3, then you are going to push up the elements 2 and 4. So this is a beautiful array. Why this is a beautiful array? Because it is a combination of these elements. You can see that this element is always beautiful and this element is always beautiful. Okay, because you can see that you are not going to find any valid elements. Okay, and this is a beautiful array. And similarly for the next case, what you are going to do is like this is like 1 3 2 4, and in the next case you are going to find out first odd elements, then the odd elements would be like 1, and then the next odd would be like 5, and the next odd would be like 3, and the next odd would be like 7, but it is like greater than 5, so I'm not going to consider that. Let's find out the even elements. It would like 2, and you can see that 6, which is greater than 5, then 2, which is like 4, and then you are going to get 8. So first push up this odd, then push up this even, so you will have the array as your answer as 1 5 3 2 4. This is a beautiful array. So let's head over to the code to find out the best implementation of this one. Okay, so let's look over the code. Okay, so I've already submitted some code. You can see over here. So let's discuss this one. Okay, so I'm not talking about this one. Why not to talk about already submitted code, because I've done some like printing over here. So okay, so this is we will start with the beautiful array of size 1, and I will just do it out when we haven't get a required array size like of size n. And for my current iteration I will make a temporary vector. First I will push up all the odd elements, then even elements. Okay, so find all the odd numbers which is less than or equal to n. Like if num into 2 minus 1 should be less than equal to n, we are going to push back this one, and again we are going to do this for the even case like num into 2. And for after doing this one, we need to take care that for the next step of iteration you need to change your beautiful and assign with like a temporary vector that we have found out right now. Okay, and finally return this beautiful. So one doubt that arises in your mind is okay, so as I have said, that is this is a combination of first odd and first even, and I have said that this is a beautiful array, like 1 3 is a beautiful array, but how you have found that this is a beautiful array? Because like in the previous case we have found that 1 2 is a beautiful array, but here we have 1 3. Like in that case also I have to say that this is a sequence of odd elements and then followed by even elements, as I've already proved that if I will choose any I from this one and any j from this one, which is always going to be valid, it doesn't satisfy this condition, so it is valid. If I will choose I and j from this one, I am going to say that this is already a beautiful array, so I'm not going to get a valid k. But you can see that I have already like how to say that 153 is a valid, like 153 is a valid beautiful array. Okay, so you need to take care that I have generated this 153 from this 1324, right? Now the thing is, like if you focus over the previous condition, like this one, ai plus aj not equal to ak into 2. Okay, so what I have done is suppose multiply this ai with 2 and multiply aj with also 2. I'm just multiplying every element of the array with 2. You are going to say that what I'm going to do is if you multiply every element of the array by 2, you are going to get twice of ak and into 2 also. you can see every 2 is going to be cancelled, which also states that it doesn't matter if you multiply every element of the array by some constant, let's say x, like if previously this condition is not holding, then again after multiplying by some constant integer, this condition will also not hold. It doesn't matter, like on multiplying with any constant number, still the condition will hold, like still the condition will give the same result as of previous. And similar is the case of the addition, like if I will add up ai plus x or aj plus, just increment every element of the array by some constant x, like ai plus x plus aj plus x, and you can see that I have to do like ak plus x into 2, which is always going to be like valid. That is the previous result of this expression will always match up with the current result of this expression. If you still have some doubts, do mention in the comment section of the video. I will just reply it over there. Okay, so again I'm asking, do like this video, share this video, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have any doubts, do comment below so that your doubts get cleared. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.